Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought we would do something with Bonchan today and on the Cammy matchup. Trying something a bit different. If you're wondering where I am, I actually work away on a mine site. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I can't play so much or go to many things offline. But anyway, I thought I'd try doing it this way. So let's get into the training room. The main reason I thought I'd do this is because at the start I saw a tweet by James Chen and he said something about Sagat. He said about the Cammy matchup. He said he can really beat up characters who can't handle the fireball, but then you have characters like Cammy that maul him to death up close. Geez, that matchup seems dumb bad for Sagat. In the end, I don't think he's good enough. Well, I kind of disagreed with him as a gut feeling at the time for the matchup, only because I thought Ryu did okay against Cammy, and Sagat is better than Ryu. Another reason, his justification wasn't really that clear. He said that Cammy mauls Sagat up close. Well, Cammy mauls everyone up close. There isn't anyone but maybe Abigail or Zangief perhaps, a character that she's scared that she might get grabbed from, but you have to come up with a better reason than Cammy mauls someone up close. That's Cammy A2 against the entire cast. But one of the main reasons I think this match on paper was okay, and afterwards I played against a high level Cammy, I think it was like Super or Ultra Diamond, and I actually won on my first attempt at the matchup. I won the set 2-1. That doesn't mean anything, but it just kind of, the way the match flowed, it felt okay. It didn't feel like I was being, Cammy is going to overrun most characters, but the main reason, once we'll get into Bonchan in a bit, but I'm just going to analyse some stuff from his match, and it will also flow into the matchup talk. But the main reason I think that Sagat does okay is that, let us put, give me a second, I'll put Ryu on, I'll show you what I mean. You guys remember my footsie video way back at the start of the game. What I had decided with Ryu, which still stands now, is that Ryu had to be standing inside of Cammy's effective range to push his own buttons. That was the problem with the match. He couldn't get inside to touch Cammy without her also being inside his range. Cammy could also fake dive kick to bait DPs out of Ryu, so Ryu had to kind of pick whether he should anti-air or not quite a lot. Now the thing with Sagat is much more range on his DP, and he has one massive button in the game, in the match, that I think changes the entire setup of it. So one thing we notice about Ryu's standing heavy kick, I think it's a 10 frame startup, and he moves forward like this, and you can't hold back and do this one. That gives you the axe kick, which is 9 frames. So the range here is not as good as Sagat's standard heavy kick. He has to pick this or this, maybe parry, but not really an anti-air unless you think a dive kick's coming. But let's move on to Sagat's standard heavy kick. Now, the main thing of the match that I want to explain, and why I think the match is possibly an even matchup, is that standing heavy kick of Sagat's, the opposite of Ryu, hits Cammy in a place where she cannot reach you. So she's fighting on the outside, it's like the opposite of Ryu. Now the standing heavy kick covers 2 bases, and that's why it's a monster button in the match. Because if she can't be standing here, she's going to get hit by the standing heavy kick. If she jumps, when you're pressing it in the mid-range, you're going to hit her out of the jump, so it's protecting across and up. You're covering two bases with one button. She can't cope with this button anymore and bully you in fear of getting crush countered and into a tiger uppercut perhaps if you can carry it. She can crouch and medium kick, but she's got to be standing inside the range of where the heavy kick's going to hit her in the face. Standing heavy punch, possibly. Again, she's in. So it's like the reversal situation of when she's bullying you. That one button, and okay, she decides to go over. She decides to go up and dive kick. You do not have to commit to a DP from this range now. You've got that one button that is covering all situations. I'll show you, this will be real rough, but just as I've recorded Sagat doing it, you can also walk back while doing this button, and the button does not move Sagat forward, he is stationary. The spacing does not move him into Cammy. So she's trying to play around here with the standing medium kick. Let's see if we can... Boom, gets hit, double hit that time. Gets crush countered, and then okay guys, now more on to the Bonchan analysis and what he's doing. What things I've noticed him doing. After a back throw, he's choosing to tiger knee heavy kick. This is not a, it will hit meaty. There would be no reason for anyone to push a button here, and he is negative, but I think the purpose of it is he does it more than one time. When you're analysing matches, and this is for beginner players or even people who are not good at analysing matches, what you want to be looking for in the game is what is he doing after certain situations, and is he repeating those things? And if he's repeating those things, it's usually because there's a method to the madness. So after the back throw, he's going for the heavy kick knee. Like I said, it will stuff a wake up button there, but I doubt anyone would wake up button. I think the purpose of this is just to close the screen back in. If you press here, you're going to get hit. But at the same time, if she tests, she's not sure, then you get you can get a return button after she hits. So if she continued the pressure on, you wouldn't obviously, but there's something to notice here in the match when we talk about. So the next thing that I noticed with Bonchan, he's opting for V2 obviously. I wonder if V1 would be better for the Cammy match because of the airspace, but anyway, he's up for V2, and one thing I noticed he's going for is he does the double kick, the third kick, but instead of linking the tiger uppercut, he does a hard knee to switch sides. Now, I've managed to replicate it a couple of times as a meaty, but the timing seems real sticky. So I'm not sure. He appears to be using it as a mix-up rather than just a side switch. I think it's a twofold maybe. It gets him over the character if he's back in the corner, and it sets up a slightly ambiguous. I mean, it's clear that Sagat crosses over. I'll show you what I mean. He kind of it didn't work there. The timing seems to be real difficult. I've done it a couple of times. Now I'm on video, I won't be able to do it obviously. But the fact that I can't seem to replicate it consistently, not that I have the Sacco execution or anything, means that it's probably something to do with the timing of the charge kick afterwards. He does a trade, and I've noticed it trade a lot. I've noticed him doing it on Cammy and Ibuki, and both times he traded jabs. So yeah, possibly a mix-up thing, possibly just a side switcher. Not a massive game changer by any means, just something I picked up on that he's using at the minute. So one of the main ways Cammy is going to beat you, she's going to get you in the corner and she's going to bully the fuck out of you. She doesn't have meaties per se in the corner, that's why a lot of people say take the throw. I think she can do the double hit knee. But where she beats you is this walk speed, delay button, shimmy, throw. She has a lot of options. Now down at the low levels, rotation in the corner between your average player will probably just be meaty or throw, or perhaps if you get a slightly better player, a walk back heavy punch into drill or spike, which if you push a button is going to connect into the DP. Now once you get higher up the levels, when Cammy will knock you down in the corner, better players will just delay the button ever so slightly. Now that's to protect against the reversal. Obviously if Sagat does a DP, the Cammy player will block. If he doesn't, then the Cammy player will push the button. It's a small pause. It's not quite the same as a shimmy. The shimmy is more of a walk back confirm into a, if you see a whiff throw or something, or a walk back into the heavy. The delay button is just a slight pause as Sagat wakes up, and then the button. Two different options. In amongst the throw, in amongst the dive kick, you know, she's got a ton of stuff. But if you watch Sagat, Daigo does this as well. I use this a bit. Jumping out of the corner as you wake up is not a bad play because of the reasons I've just said. If Cammy goes for the shimmy, you'll jump over her. If she goes for the delay button, you will also jump over her. Now, she may DP you on the other side. I'll try and remember. Say she throws you, right, and you jump out. She'll do that, but you're out. That is worth, I think her DP does 120. Whatever the damage is, it's worth taking that DP crossover to be out of the corner. Watch Bonchan do that in the match once I'm going over it. So it's like any other option on wake up. You don't abuse it. But you watch Daigo's Guile lots of times. He'll just wake up, jump out the corner like that, straight off the bat, and he's away, walking back to the other side of the screen. Big tip here, guys, for Cammy's corner play. Also V reversal. If you can't see that V reversal, it's very good. Alright, here we go. Cammy jumps in. What a bitch. We bust you up. Sagat's tiger. So fat. The fattest tiger I've ever seen. Alright, let's rock and see what happens. I'm just going to talk through it instead of pausing. So immediately quiet. Cut the whiff. Standing light kicks. I love that step kick when it comes off. So already she's down. There's that heavy, standing heavy kick. Get knocked down by the arrow. Standing heavy kick again. Knee. The knee was the spacing. Probably could have stopped that. And he eats a couple of jump ins here. I just don't think he's quite ready. Great block for the V trigger. That hit confirmed. You're going to have to learn, guys, me included. Crouching light punch. Standing light kick DP. Gets himself cornered, tough spot for anyone really. And Cammy runs a train, don't mind that reversal. Standing heavy kick, and that's going to happen a lot. The whiff light kick at the end, obviously great. That's your minimal risk reward there. That's what you want to close the round out with if possible. Round two, so he's one up. Good anti-air there. Notice not many shots. He's willing to. If you get hit by the EX, that's the thing. It does minimal damage, that EX. She's going to be able to react, but into V trigger. I think you see that setup here I was talking about. Yep, and the trade. So I'm not sure. I think that's just a side switcher. It's definitely not complicated. Okay, most people are going to block that there. Unless he starts putting the throw in, you know. Tough here. Yeah, he eats the super and the dive kick, and I think he ends up getting thrown here, does he? Yeah, a little shimmy. That's tough. It's such a risk-free button, that standing fierce. But one thing about Bonchan, he saves his resources, and that's something I need to learn to do. He's sitting on full critical art now. He's ready to rock, basically. Let's jump in. Great buffer. See how he's able to maintain a little bit more space. There's that jump over I was talking about. DP missed. This is online, so I think this matchup Bonchan would monster me even more. Kick, such good damage. And that button is fast, it's 7 frames. Backdashes away. If you've seen my spacing video, you would have seen backdash is a very good tool to get out of Cammy's block strings. Gets cornered again. Everyone's losing to Cammy in the corner, so I think it's a big surprise. Good anti-air. Low shots, obviously your main one to push back. Heavy kick. Great there. Sorry, dash up into the confirm anti-air. And look how much she's down already. Back throw into the tiger knee. Yeah, there we go. There's that setup. So I think it's just a spacing thing. He just wants that screen back. V-trigger. That should have got countered, and Bonchan is extremely good at doing that mash jab into the combo. It's another reason I think Sagat's good. He can do them mash jabs into relatively safe combos. Knee, shot, tiger uppercut if you're good enough. Kick, dash up throw. Well, probably wasn't expecting that. There's that knee again, so we see that is some kind of setup. Cam's corner carry is just insane, as much as the best character in the game. Front to drain. Brilliant V reversal. I'm using the V reversal lots. And a great tiger uppercut there. Back dashes to get out. There's a confirm, and he's got the resources. That's what, again, one thing I've really got to shore up on is not burning the meter. Because look how much damage she lost. Taking throws, doesn't want to push buttons here. Probably should have anti-aired there. And that's just an execution error. Again, she should have been dead. I wouldn't worry too much. That probably should be one match to Bonchan there, but he ends up winning this one anyway. More with the kick. The reason he uses the high tiger shot when they get up is because the high tiger hits meaty as they stand up. I know they crouch, but there's frames when you stand. Great anti-air. Notice how he's crouching down there, he's using the shuffle. There's that jump out again, and he's out. He's got the screen back. I don't mind that DP because that mix-up's tough, and most Cammy players will always push a button when they side switch you like that. V reversal's the trigger. He's busting out some stand medium kick. There's the heavy kick. So you can see already the pattern of the match. Sagat's quite quiet, but when he does push, he's taking chunks off Cammy. Again, I think he would have anti-aired most of those jump-ins, but they are closer. The close ones are the hardest, and standing light kick again to finish off the match.
Sagat wins. Round 1. Fight.
Right, next one. He's doing the shuffle. They're anti-airs. He's doing up and down, that up and down movement. He's just getting ready to DP. Heavy kick, standing light kick. So yeah, you can see the pattern. You can see what I'm talking about. And what you guys know when you're watching a bad match, it doesn't feel like we're watching a particularly bad match. I know Bonchan's a god, but I just, there's that jump out again. So it's a screen battle. V-trigger. He tried to DP there and mistimed it. That happens a lot with Cammy because her moves are so fast. V2. Probably should have confirmed that. He doesn't want to go for any kind of guard break here because she has critical app. And Magoo, you can obviously see he's fishing. He's fishing for the shots now. He's just waiting on Bonchan throwing a shot. I think that was probably super. Like this. And then he miscalculates the chip damage. So Bonchan gets his own back there from the fuck up that he did before. So we'll call that even.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Fight.
Come on, give me some of that big button. See, there you go. One combo with Cammy and you're in trouble. Good wake up choice there. Risky, but he just wants out. He needs to be out of that corner. Don't mind the DPs, to be honest. I mean, it's super risky and it's not like Bonchan to use a lot of DPs, but I think this game's a bit different. You're constantly assaulted up close by these characters. Good throw from Mago there. Jump out again. So yeah, I don't need to keep mentioning it. You see the pattern, missed that in the air. Again, that's Bonchan's game. If that's that DP probably should have connected. I think that was a lag monster there. Goes for the EX knee, gets tons of space, great move. Moving backwards, baited the anti-air, heavy kick. So we're at, Cammy's lost about half life from 3 moves from Sagat. Forward throw, he always decides to walk up and either throw again or meet you. There's no, I can't see him doing anything special off the forward throw. It seems to be just a walk up something. And he just doesn't want to flat around. Finishes off with the lights. Brilliant. Such a